Welcome to the May Online Poker Series episode 11. I feel like I have like a revenge mindset today. I really want to get back at our last session and really give it like a good try today on the poker tables, like a really clean A+ effort in terms of my poker play, and I just want to play poker all day and see what I can do. However, even with those thoughts, you should do that on Sunday. Even with those thoughts, those are actions for a Sunday. For a Saturday, not so much. Today, I should get some activity in. I'm gonna play my session, but realistically, I don't need to start till around 10 a.m. It's currently 7:30 a.m. So, yeah, we have enough time to get some food in, coffee. I'm gonna get a workout in pre-session today, and then we have time to do our quiz, and then I'll do my quizzes to, set myself up for a nice day. And also, like, Saturdays, as much as they're gonna be full grind, tomorrow is the day where I'm gonna start playing at 6:30 a.m. and grind for 12 hours. All that being said, can't wait to go play some poker today, but we're gonna delay it a little bit, get some morning stuff done, and then hit the tables. Yesterday, the off day, was a pretty good day. One of the main things I wanted to get done was to get some meal prep in. I feel like in my sessions the last week, I was eating fine, but I felt like I was calorically under the threshold. I felt like hungry or whatever. So got some nice meal prep done. Yesterday we made some rice, peas, baked potatoes, some pasta with beans and ground beef, or extra lean ground beef. We had extra lean ground beef, beans and onion, some chicken, and some chicken wings. So pretty solid meal prep yesterday. Should be good for the weekend. Dude, I'm recording. All right, it's about 20 minutes pre-session here. We're gonna do our daily quiz. I'm gonna do post-flop out of position, mainly because I have a lot that I haven't done. So let's do it. Today's daily quiz, playing post-flop out of position. So the button raises, we call. Do we do any leading? Probably not much. We do more than I would assume on Queen 8-6. That's very interesting. Queen 8-6 out of position, quite a bit of leading. Yeah, I mean, I'm not probably gonna find that, but it is mainly a check, and that's a reasonable strategy. 5-4 versus c-bet. 10-9 suited, parent flush draw, can't fold this much equity. Happily calling. Pocket fives versus an overbet jam, folding. Let's look at this. This is a 3-bet pot and they just shove the flop. Is there any interesting calls? So you're calling your flush draws, looks like. It's interesting that, like, versus overbet jam here, you just straight up call your flush draw off. You have 6-5 spades. You're just taking your equity even though you're cooked. So you don't fold any king X. You call some ace-10, looks like. Oh no, you're calling without a spade as well. Yeah, so you're calling some ace-10. I guess there's nothing really weird here. You just, I guess you're pure calling queen 10 suited. Yeah, nothing really weird here. Pocket nines, we raise, big blind calls. Do we do checking on this board? Do we have any checking on king 10-7 against the big blind? We might not have any checking. Oh God.
I don't want to. This might be. We have checking. Feels like a board from out of the gun. Yeah, we barely have checking, but there is enough to where like 9s and 8s make some sense for checking. But I feel like I don't feel so bad about getting this one wrong, just because the overall idea is that we don't want to check much, and you can get away with checking probably 0% in game. But okay. Ace 10, raise and call. 8 deuce deuce, check. Or I feel like ace 10 probably doesn't want to go big. Apparently it does. So we don't actually have any of the small sizing here. I felt like I could see going big with a hand like Jack 10, Jack 9. These sort of hands would make sense to me to go big. Kind of some stuff wrapped around the 8, and then going smaller with some ace king, ace queen. But looks like this board you either want to check or put in a sizable bet for value or kind of bluffy. So, okay, good to know. 8 deuce deuce. 7-8, raise, 3-bet call, check, bet, fold. King 6, raise, 3-bet call, small bet, oof. Fold. Yeah. I mean, you're starting to get that overcard, backdoor straight and flush draws. Could get a little clicky, but just a fold. 10-8, raise, call, we lead our gutter, they jam. Fold. Queen 6, they raise, we call. Do we want to lead here? Sometimes, I'm sure. I'm kind of like, I feel like the 6x is pretty awkward to lead because when they shove, it's like we have to call off. I feel like we'd rather check call or check jam or something. Yeah. Yeah, just no leading. All right, interesting quiz. I think the ones that we got wrong were kind of interesting learning spots. All right, so entering the Saturday session, this is where the series stands after 10 poker sessions. We're down 6.8 thousand. Most of those losses coming from the first session and the last couple. Did have that nice $11,000 day to bring this, back from disaster, I guess. But looking to have a good weekend and clean up this page. Kind of went through last night and scheduled out how the next couple of sessions are going to look like. Today, it's kind of listed around 4,000 in buy-ins. I expect that to be reasonably accurate. And Sundays, like the last couple, looking like 7,500. Sunday number 1, we spent just under 8,000. Sunday number 2, we spent, wow, is that exactly the same number as this? Close. Yeah, so 7,900 the first Sunday, 7,495 the second. So I expect this weekend to look similar at around 11,000 in buy-ins throughout the 2 days. What the hell is that, bro? What is that? He called my 4-bet. He cannot have the 7 of hearts. What is that? All right, we're 30 minutes in. Some of the main tournaments for the day have started. The 525 big bounties. Just hopped into this 530 mystery bounty. Mystery bounty format, kind of interesting. I wouldn't say I'm very studied up on kind of the bounty math and how gambly you got to be and stuff like that. So maybe not my most profitable format in terms of, hunting bounties, but I'm certainly going to participate because it's the series. Yeah, feeling good today. Let's keep going. Buy-ins and cashes off the bat, 1426 in the buy-ins, and of course no cashes 20 minutes in. All right, so we had a nice pot in the 500, raise, 3-bet call, C-bet call, turn bet call, check. My mind actually wasn't made up on the river. I kind of felt like in the big bounty format, maybe they would have some 10x and pocket jacks for value on the river if they did shove, but I was already kind of, maybe they're also bluffing ace king, ace queen. Like it would have been pretty tough to fold. but I was, wasn't really sure, but it went check, check. Which I think is unfortunate. I think I would have talked myself into a call probably on the river, so we had that nice pot. Man, this spot is so sick. They check raise the turn. So they bet the flop small, check raise the turn. I mean, obviously this hand is crazy to fold, but such a thin value range. It's such a thin value range they can go for that play with, to be honest. Man. Went for a check raise 3 ways in the 500 with this strong flush draw, having most of the deuce X, and it's just the worst turn in the deck. I think we just check fold now. Kind of annoying to invest that much and then see just the worst turn we can see, basically. All right, another slightly annoying pot in the 500. Raise, defend the king queen. Face a bet 4 and a 6. Pretty normal sizing here. We call. And turn they go for a slight overbet this deep. I think king queen still has to call. They have 6-7s, 7-8s, even 6-4 suited as the big stack here. They can have queen 10s. They can have 10-8 suited, 10-7s. They can have flush draws. Like, we just beat so many hands. Plus our outs are decent, like against their jack X. The queen, the king, and the 10 are all pretty decent outs, I would say. I don't think they're doing a lot of overbetting with like ace king or ace queen, which would kind of be like an awkward river if they did have those all the time. So I think we actually have a pretty clean call. We don't block hearts, we don't block diamonds. So yeah, I'm gonna check on this one later. Gonna check on this one later, but I think turn should definitely call. It went check check on the river. They had this ace 10, which is kind of an interesting overbet for them. What it can do is it can actually fold out some of my pairs, but I'm gonna keep calling with a lot of draws that ace 10 beats, so it's kind of a cool bet. So maybe we can check on their overbet as well and check if that is a theory play. All right, in this big bounty format, definitely calling here, covering both by double. We gotta be gambling in this format. Good luck. Holy, what the 5 deuce? Come on, just freaking hold for me. Another multi-way all in and a 500. Let's go, dude. I was expecting to be gambling against, one over pair, maybe a flip. Like, maybe they both have ace king if I'm lucky. That was crazy. You have got to be freaking kidding me. Everything was going so well. All right, so all my tables are back up and running. I came back and I had a multi-way spot with the nut flush draw there in the 500. And it's a spot where it's like, yeah, I know I'm not in amazing shape. The thing is, I would rather shove the flop because basically with the stack to pot ratio on the turn there, the way I figure it is that like they're pretty much going to go with all their hands multi-way. And if they do have a bluff, it's probably a flush draw. So basically I think like calling flop, calling turn with 0 fold equity is not super great. Whereas if we come over the top, my hand looks really strong. Maybe a set, maybe top 2 pair, whatever. If they are light, maybe, there's a chance I get a hero fold. And I mean, worst case scenario, I'm gonna have the nut flush draw for another bounty in this big bounty format. So yeah, I don't think covering every player in that pot can really get away from it in the bounty format, in the big bounty format with the nut flush draw. If I had a weaker flush draw, I might get rid of it or just call fold. If I didn't have so many chips, I might call fold or do something else, but I think that was sort of a necessary evil. So I'm back down to 50 blinds there. All right, let's see if we can, it's actually the same player that had the 5 deuce. This time they have the king 8 offsuit. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Just brutal, man. I get this big stack of the 500. I get it in with the nut flush draw, lose a massive pot, ace 10, king 8, and suddenly I'm short stack in the highest stakes tournament of the day again. Pretty frustrating, I don't know. All right, with my $400 bounty, I think open shove here is gonna be really nice. With the 10-10, this is, I think the next hand after that. Ace 10, 2 hands, I guess. we shove 10s and we run into kings. This is crazy. Come on, put a 10 out there. There's no freaking way I just went back to back to back. It's so frustrating. GG. All right, got to gamble in the big bounty format. We're against 9-5 offsuit and jack 9. All right, just got to beat 9-5 to not lose 50 blinds here. But naturally, they're going to drill that 9 and another 9 for good measure. All right, another bullet in the 54. We got aces against ace-king suited. Unlucky for them, unless of course, all right, good hold, good meme. First cash of the day coming in the 22 deep stacks. It's 100K guaranteed. Not a bad prize pool. Got a long way to go though. 900 players made the money. All right, 530 mystery bounty. This player is pretty loose. 3-betting, easy 4-bet for us, and I guess we're getting it in now. Both have ace king. At 109, we shove for 8 blinds here against king jack to stay alive. Nice. King king in the PLO. Pretty good kings as well. Oh. Pretty good flop, I think. Let's see what they got. 0.7. Tough to do in PLO. All right, in the 22, we're facing a shove from the cutoff. Should be in decent shape here against this range. All right, it's a flip. All right, we're not gonna win the flip. Let's head up to the 109. We're facing a 3-bet. All in. Another ace king. This one we're not gonna hold. Okay, I've been playing for, when did I start? 11. Been playing for 3 hours. You know, I think what I'm feeling now is I feel like my poker brain is working today, which is, that's the problem I had with Thursday session, maybe Wednesday session. I felt out of it, but I think like starting today's session, like my poker brain is on point. I don't know, as far as what I want out of this session so far, it's going well. I just want to play well today, gain some confidence going into tomorrow. Whether that's a win or a loss is not super important. Obviously, I'd prefer a win, but yeah. So feeling actually pretty good considering. Binds and cashes 2208 and 443. All right, in the 530, we raise off 16 bigs. Big blind shoves. Not a super tight big blind either. Easy call. GG. Well, the part of the session where both of the 500s are gone is never super fun, to be honest. All right, second cash of the day, the 55 PLO 6 max. Definitely not my best game. I'm kind of just playing just for memes. I like the game. I'm not very studied in it. I just play tight, play good hands, and put in money when I have good hands. But yeah, it's good enough for a cash so far. Just playing the shove here with the kings in the big bounty format. Do more fast playing. We get a tank call. 6s. Good board so far. Nice. Oh my god. Get there. We're gonna go for the call just with the stack. With such a chip lead over this range and this being ace king a lot, we're gonna just call. It's actually ace 10 offsuit, very wide there. Against under the gun. Nice, good get there. Pretty sweet. We got aces in the PLO, final 95. Nice, full double up. All right, I've gone for pretty much a shove here. 2 big blinds left. Good luck. Nice, 37 bigs in the 55 mystery bounty now. You know, kind of hanging on to this sesh. It's not hot. The session is not hot, but it's not also totally dead. So I'm getting a little bit more than I got the last couple of sessions, which is good. The high stakes haven't gone well, but when do they ever, you know? So we just keep battling, try to get some cashes on the board. Pocket 8's gonna raise call here in the PKO. It's 10-8. I mean, at least we chop, not... Pretty close to the money, but still got a call here for 12 bigs. Nice. Shoving the button for 10 big blinds here. Ball here. All right, good game. Cash for not much there, I think 60 bucks. Yeah. Pretty happy with this hand in the 55. Go for the raise, you know, it's towards the bottom of my opening range, but definitely in there. Multi-way to this flop, and you know, our hand could bet, but these kind of boards, you know, any 7, any 8, any queen, any jack, any king is a big issue for our hand. We're gonna have to check. We're gonna have to be in awkward spots where the pot is inflated to like 15 blinds. It's just a really tricky spot out of position on pretty much every run out. With that being said, we probably could bet and just follow through on the ace, the 10, the deuce, the 3, the 4, whatever. But I chose to check, and it checks through. And on the turn, I thought this was a really nice check. I think when this player checks the flop, this player is going to just bet a ton of their range. They're going to start bluffing a lot of like 8x, 7x. They're going to bluff king queens and queen jacks. They're going to start betting weaker 10s. They're going to bet weaker 9s. Maybe even pocket 7s, pocket 8s gets in for a small bet. And then I get to put in the big check raise against their range. And I mean, some of those same things are going to happen for the button too. So if the cutoff doesn't end up betting, then the button can go for this play as well. So I thought it was a really nice kind of solution to my hand where there's a lot of bad rivers, and we're almost always going to face a bet on this turn, it feels like. So, and then if you think about the hands that are going to call us, like if I bet big on the turn here, you know, am I getting paid by pocket 3s, the 4s? Like I feel like a lot of the hands that call me are going to be betting anyway. That's kind of the idea here. But at least this way we get to have this big check raise strategy. And they end up having ace 9 of diamonds, rivers of brick. So yeah, good pot. Oh man, I don't know in this spot. I feel like with the king 10 blocker, I don't think they have any pocket aces in their range, so beautiful game, this game. Mamma mia, I don't know. It's feels like a bit of a station-y call, but like I was thinking, you know, I was like, no pocket aces. I have that nice king, which helps a bit. Maybe they're on some combo equity and just ship it. It's a 55 PLO on a Saturday. Felt reasonable, but yeah, whew, we get lucky. Actually kind of deep here, 15 out of 42. First place is 8,000, so. All right, 68 left, 47 get paid. Let's hope they didn't call with a jack for 25 bigs. It's unlikely. Oh my god, man. What is going on? All right, just made the money in the 55 mystery bounty. So this is where the fun begins. Just over 6 hours in, we have 3,500 in buy-ins and just over 600 in cashes. So some decent spots on the tables, but we're gonna need some work to bring this back. On the tables, we have final 30 of this PLO. We have the 55 mystery bounty in the money. We are in the money of this 109 100K, 34 to 126. And still playing some other tables. Somebody won the top bounty within like 2 minutes, so 30K is out of the mix. Pocket 10 is gonna go for a check raise here. I don't know, it's awkward now. I think we just get it in. I mean, what do we do? Check fold. We're gonna have 9s with the diamond, 6 with the diamond, 8x. Hands like ace-8 that are gonna suck out. Yeah, it's an awkward spot now. Guess we go. I don't know, man. This spot's pretty annoying. I mean, button range is going to be pretty wide. Obviously, they're calling flop with worse hands than 10s. Of course, they can have a bunch of flushes, but it's also, I think, fair to realize that some of their flushes might just run it on the flop. That's true. So maybe it's not as bad, but anyway, we still have 22 blinds. Okay, the 320 turbo, I'm hoping I have some good equity here. %60 is pretty good equity. Nice. The 71.89. Here in the 109, just gonna take our equity here. Nice. I'm gonna go with our trips here. This could actually be pretty sweet for us. And I'm now starting to think it's not gonna be awesome. I don't know. Full house though. Hey. Nice. All right, just getting back from break. I have 5 tournaments left. I know there's 6 tables. I'm just sweating the other PLO table. So I'm 12 out of 12 in the PLO. I've been playing pretty tight. I haven't had many good-looking hands. I've had some decent-looking hands, and I've folded a lot of the decent-looking ones because of the action. I'm almost sure that I've played it too tight, but that's kind of how I got down to the final 12 anyway, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. So my lack of PLO prowess it's kind of combined with the fact that I've not been getting as many good cards as I got earlier. So now I need kind of a legendary spin in the final 12. All right, I've gone all in here, blind versus blind with the king, queen, 7, 8, and I'm waiting on my fate here to flip. Final 43. Not gonna win that crucial flip. Good luck. Boom. Oof, 8 blinds. GG here, $286. That was obviously a huge flip. Okay, so I just snuck into a min cash in this $320. Nice min cash, 680 bucks. It's gonna be nice for the day. We're all in against the button here, first hand. After the money burst. After the bubble burst. Okay, against 6-5. All right, 12 bigs in the money. Ace king with 3 blinds. This guy's playing every single hand, so. Wow, that's such a bad flop, wow. Well, we get it in a flip, and we lose the flip, so we're gonna get 8th place in the PLO for 66699. I mean, pretty good, man. Just bubbled the final table, but let's be realistic. I was very far away from a scoop title, and that is not my main game, so turning $50 into 600 with 4 cards, pretty good, pretty good. That was fun. Jack 9 suited, it's gonna be a shove. It's gonna be too tight to fold in my opinion, and raising into this lineup and hoping I don't get jammed on or whatever is not super realistic, I don't think. And we run into ace king and lose the all in, so it's gonna be a min cash. 2 tables left. I'm in the money of this 215 bounty with a couple hundred of bounties plus a min cash, so that's already pretty good. And this one is playing down to the final 23, and then it's a day 2 on Monday. So looking for a day 2 and a deep run in the 215. Let's finish out solid. All right, we qualified for the 33. That's gonna be on Monday. Prize pool is, I think, 75K, 50K. Prize pool is 50K, that is on Monday. All right, nice spot blind to blind for a bounty. It's got a pair. Beautiful. It's a pretty interesting multi-way spot. Went for the flat pre, which is kind of interesting. There was 1, 2, 3 shove stacks in a row. Big stack here that could play a lot of squeezes or shoves, so seemed like a decent spot for it. They're barreling. And we've rivered essentially the nuts. Go for a 2 big blind bet. Would have preferred if they shoved, but this is okay. Probably king queen, honestly, but yeah. It's a good start. Wow, nice. All right, we've made it down to the final table, but we're sitting 9 out of 9 by quite a large margin. I've been folding for a long time, so nice to ladder up to 836 plus the bounties, but I need a spin. A gift, a 5, not even, a 4 big blind gift. If we double up, I'm still in last place. And if I double up again, I am still in last place. That's kind of crazy. Maybe not if it's against the same player, but listen, don't you put a freaking ace out there, all right? That's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. I never even considered tripling up and getting a ladder at the same time. Never even considered that. Okay, 1100 locked plus some bounties. Not bad. Okay, ace queen, we have a pretty good spot to shove here. This player's tied for the chip lead, so they don't have to be too tight. Pocketed joker here has been flatting tons at the final table, not flatting very tight, so we have a nice shove. Hopefully not run into something that, wow, okay. Hold? No. Man, no. Ouch, it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. Man, that hurts, that really hurts. Oh, good game. Good game. Cash for 1158 plus we had 450 in bounties, so $1,500 score to finish. Pretty good. All right, after everything is said and done, we did end up making a few $100s today for our efforts. Not bad. Played 25 events, so it was kind of a smaller session. I did play 3 $500 tournaments. One of them started like insanely well, and then nothing really got off the ground past that. So pretty good after breaking the biggest spines to bring it back to a profitable day. Okay, session kind of debrief, how I'm feeling. I feel good. I feel like I did exactly what I wanted to do today, and that was get back in the mix with kind of an A game poker day where I feel like I play really well. I feel like I'm thinking a lot throughout my day. I'm not just kind of autopiloting and sending it and whatever. So, and I think I did a pretty good job of that. I'm only going to really take positives from this session. Some spots could have gone way better, and some spots definitely could have got worse. Like, laddering up at that final table at the end there, that was relatively lucky. Couple of the all-ins, just trying to think like deep runs. Like I shouldn't have gotten probably 11th in that PLO or 9th. I think it was 9th. Shouldn't have gotten 9th or 8th in that PLO event. It's not really my main game. I ran pretty well in that. So, there's, as much as the high stakes didn't really go well today, there was definitely cashes that could have been smaller too. So all in all, I'm going to take it as a positive. Tomorrow is the real battle. It's currently 8:30 p.m. here, so I'm actually not going to be staying up for that many more hours. So I'm gonna chill now, and yeah, we got a big sesh coming up tomorrow, so gonna get some rest. Okay, bit of a weird little transition here, but I decided I'm gonna do some cardio, little stationary bike action, mainly because I just want to kind of tire my body out. I've been sitting all day. I just want to burn it out with some cardio so that tonight when I get into bed after a long day of poker and cardio and a big dinner, which I already ate, I want to crash hard and like really be tired for when I go to sleep so that I feel good tomorrow. I don't know, a lot of prep. My mind is a lot of prep. I'm trying to take the right steps at each part of the day to kind of set myself up for success, basically. And for whatever reason, tonight I feel like I need a cardio session, get the digestion going a little bit better, tire myself out, and I think I'll sleep better. So that's all it is. That's all it is. All right, that's it for episode 11. That was a solid Saturday grind. Got everything done we needed to. A couple different forms of exercise. Made a couple $100, and I think the poker brain is set up correctly for tomorrow. So, gonna wake up early, play a full session, 12-hour battle. Once again, make sure you guys tune into tomorrow's vlog and like and subscribe for this one. Thank you guys for watching. See you in the next one.